Shazam. Oop. Got my Apple buds in my ears and the cans. Shazam, everyone. Let's see, what are we doing? What are we doing? Scout Tripper. I call him the Biker Scout. And that's what I always called him. So I don't know what the deal is. Everyone else calls him a Scout Trooper, whatever. For me, it's Return of the Jedi Biker Scout. It's the first time I've seen him, if I recall. At least in unedited, unspecialized versions of the Star Wars media. Just messing with the light here. I mean, I want lots of light, but not too much, right? And I want here. Now, I still need to work on the lights here. Hope everyone's doing well. Really excited for the Saturday stream. I got, hopefully it won't be a problem there. Let's see. I got 9 BrickLink stores coming. That's going to be super cool. I'm going to start my secondary recording. Recording started. Nice. Hey, Axel. How you doing, buddy? Mr. Kevin Creamer. No, not 9 orders. 9 BrickLink stores. The owners of those stores are going to be joining me on screen. It's basically their stream. I'm hosting it. I call it a summit. They're all going to talk, and you guys can, ask and answer. You guys can ask questions. They're going to answer. They're going to tell you what it's like to be a BrickLink store, how they deal with certain problems, because I'm sure there's a lot of them. Should be interesting. I don't know if I want to listen to that one. But thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Oh, yeah, I don't want to listen to that. I got these playlists from Apple, but there's definitely songs on there I don't care for. Oh, some of their stores are huge. I mean, the true businesses in every way, and for others, they're just hobbyists, right? My intent during the next couple of weeks is to build most or all of my helmet sets. Ooh, good song. Good ones, Gabby Barrett. Oh, my heart just sank. Stickers, really? Oh, man. Okay, well, I guess we're doing them. That sucks. I really hate. Look at the book. It's mangled, eh? Let's see. I would love to place a BrickLink order for those balloon pieces I want to make a mock for. So here's my push. Yeah. And some of the stores. Hey, cool. I got a blue separator in this one. Some are going to have deals, specials, giveaways, whatever. I think Nuki Bricks is already, he was the first to stand up and offer something. It was nothing I pushed for, but I appreciate the generosity. Look at that manual, man. That looks like crapola. I'll tell you the truth. I mean, like, this is probably what, helmet number 4, because I did Batman and Venom, and they are getting a little dry. There's not a lot of variation on this stuff. Yeah. Oh, geez, wouldn't it be something? Kobe by or Star Wars by Kobe. That'd be cool. I'd be all over that. But yeah, I wanted to do this out as a theme, get most of the helmets done. Maybe even treat you guys to the 2 or 3 special ones I got floating around. Because not too many people have them, and not too many people are building them. Hit another milestone, down to 214. We're getting there. First goal, 200. And I haven't really put this shirt on in a while, because even though when I bought it, it's like it fit, it wasn't comfortable with me being so big. Hopefully the camera doesn't spaz up with some of the shiny stuff. And we don't like that one. Walk for. Went to the mall. I'm trying to start up a walking club. A couple of my girlfriends at work and stuff, trying to push for it. Didn't quite work out, so I'm still doing it. I need it more than anyone. I will probably have to find different malls, because once you spend like 2.5 hours doing laps, you get a little bored. I mean, you can only do so much window shopping. I mean, there's a Lego store. I always ended the trip with a trip to the Lego store, and a trip to the Apple store. Almost bought a new set of headphones, because the knockoff ones I got now, they're okay, but they seem to only last 2.5 hours max. And while I could charge them and they'll probably be ready again in 15 minutes, like, it's just not terribly interested in the weight. I'd rather have something that might last a little longer and be a bit more reliable. Not that they haven't been good; they've been pretty good, but I just think I should just bite the bullet and get the real deal. Come on. Tell you, that's going to be horrible if just going to move these out of the way. So I can't find what I'm looking for. Do a little sub-sort. Cold as you. Oh, you know what? Duh. I'm the problem. There we go. Nice. We'll put that over there then. I'd already done the step. I wonder. Oh, please don't let my cameras lock up. I forgot. I shouldn't be running that. A green brick? Where? Oh, yeah, eh? Yeah. Geez, I want to say it's that one. Let's see. Oh, it's not zoomed in at all, is it? Am I going to regret that? I will leave it up. I thought we in control. So if I want to, I'm going to have to adjust them manually. That's okay. I'm always pleased to get sets that got real bricks. I mean, plates are okay, but having real bricks, that feels like real Lego. But everyone doing good? Has everyone wished Ryan good thoughts and wishes? He's still bouncing around the hospital system out there. He's in pretty decent spirits earlier when I talked to him. I was texting him back and forth while I was walking. That was a little tricky walking the mall while texting. Didn't manage to run into anyone, but at 12 o'clock local time, I guess the odds were in my favor of not having a serious issue. I rarely buy Minecraft sets. They got to be on sale. I don't think I've really built any yet. The ones I bought intentionally for me were the big fig ones because I thought they looked really cool. But otherwise, I have no interest in the Minecraft stuff. Couldn't tell you anything about it. My daughter, they have a server and all that kind of stuff, and they build entire worlds. But me, yeah, not my thing. Because when I look at it, that game's got 386 graphics. I mean, it looks like something from my computer in '97 or '96 or '95. Like, it doesn't look like a game for a modern computer. I have no doubt it's fun and creative and all that, but it's like big, blocky sprite graphics. I'm just not impressed. Ooh, what was that? Oh, wow. John Snyder on, that's the guy from Dukes of Hazzard, right? He's on Get R. And I like these sand blue pieces. These are nice. Gone, Derek Bentley. Nice song. Here, we're going to move this up just a bit. Here. You can see that pool noodle I lean on, which, by the way, is amazing. They don't last forever, mind you, but... So we'll turn that over now. White 1x2 studs out. Superman's dad in Smallville. Yeah, same guy. Yep, that's the guy. I was always such a big fan of Dukes of Hazzard, and I love watching and listening to this guy talk on YouTube. Like, for me, a lot of what he says is common sense stuff, so I can appreciate it. Let's just move this over. Because when I lean over, then I feel like I'm leaning out of camera. Flipping again. 6x8 plate, big boy. Yeah, we all love Daisy. Daisy was one of the ones I had on the poster. Clicking Cliff in the house with his new avatar. I saw it. posted, I guess, to Facebook. Very nice, sir. Oh, I didn't. Did I pin that? I know I shared it. I bet you I didn't, though. Here. I did not do it, did I? No, I did not. Oop. And it just ruined my music, too. There we go. That's the other problem with the knockoff headset. I feel like its bottom is still too high, audio-wise. Yeah, Daisy. Had her on my wall too. Yeah. I don't know, what was that, 82, 84? I don't know what that was. I know I posts of her. Game updates, brutal, and they're so big now. I mean, you get some of these games on disc and they're Blu-ray discs and they're huge, and then as soon as you get them home, then you got to update. It's almost like, what's the point? Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that. I'm hoping though, all you guys come, because I'm making a big deal of it. March 5th, Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Going to have these 9 guys. At least one of them is going to be giving away some Lego. We're going to try and make all of them a little money and get all of them a little exposure and have some fun. You know what I learned? If you walk for 2.5 or 3 hours and your legs are tired and sore, and then you come and sit, try and build Lego, your legs just tight. Don't do it. I don't want to be sitting in this chair. Maybe my next stream I'll sit on the couch laying down trying to build. That could be a new experience for me. Anyway, it wouldn't be new to YouTube. I know a few guys who do that shenanigans. I do try and have my setup a little slicker and a little more professional. What do you guys think of today's look and thumbnail and all of that? I've pretty much got it down packed. It doesn't take me long now, and I can do color changes pretty easy. And I can see I'm going to have, oh, there it is. I was worried I was missing one of these kind of shield pieces. I know I don't really have any extras in any colors. When it comes time, I'm going to be really screwed if I'm missing any. Wishful Drinking, Ingrid, Andreas, and Sam Hunt. Good song. Wishful Drinking. That's a really cool song. So yeah, with all the shenanigans that are going on in my life and my personal life and everything, it's kind of nice to have the Lego to fall back on. Never discount the therapeutic uses of Lego in your life. So long as you control your spending, remember, you can always break a set down. You can rebuild it. Sometimes even buy alternative instructions or just rebuild it as is. Challenge yourself, First time you build it, you get it in the bags, and it's really easy. And then break it down and have the parts all over. That's a challenge. Some people, when they break them down, they'll actually reverse bag them. That is something else. That's next level painful to me. Oh, Matthew, why you gotta be an asshat? Let's see. Goodbye, Matthew. This is definitely a problem, especially for those of us that share to a lot of groups and European groups. And I do get the odd spammer. Famous friends, Chris Young and Kane Brown. Very nice. Yeah, yeah, I got no way of putting that on the screen. Actually, I wouldn't want to do that. If I get any messages that are inappropriate, I don't want them coming up. I got some friends with some real vulgar senses of humor. Yeah, they're all over smaller streamers. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, there's a couple schools of thought. Leave them alone. All I can really do is do what I just did and block the one right now. And hopefully that's her only visit today. Wish the water was cold, but it's not. You know what I should do is one of these days set up the PayPal or other money system on this, start singing and see who would pay me to stop singing. So you're going to be around Axel on Saturday for the BrickLink Summit, 9 stores. Some will be familiar faces. I had a demo the other night. I had them come into the backstage so we could test their connectivity because for some people it was going to be a new experience, and most showed up and it was a good experience. Oh, I am not listening to you, time. And I like the song Buy Dirt. If you don't know the song Buy Dirt by Jordan Davis, check out YouTube. My entire playlist I'm listening to is virtually all on YouTube anyway. If you just search country music 2022, and someone will have posted a compilation, I'm sure. The Clay Walker stuff I can't be bothered with. I just skip, 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 skip. He's not bad, just not my cup of tea. If I'm in the car, I'll leave it alone, but if I'm walking, I skip it, or if I'm here, I'll skip it. So the time will be 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturday. So 8 p.m. Toronto time. And the plan is to go 1 hour. If the conversation is good, I'll run it till I'm tired and everyone bails. The idea is just to get these people together and on screen and talking. And then if it's successful, have more episodes. Because I've been trying to get, you know, more people, friends from my groups. Because I got, 4 of these Facebook groups. And that's probably my biggest one at about 2,000. So I've got 650 out of the 700 plus Canadian BrickLink stores in my Facebook group. So I've just been dying to get them online because they all have some unique stories on how they became a store. Because we all want to make money from Lego, but not many of us can. And I wanted to hear how they're doing. And, I don't expect anyone to say how much money they're making. That's kind of rude. But I do know some people are going to ask that. I will probably direct most of the stores to not answer that question because that's a little personal, and I don't want anyone getting in trouble with any services like governments and taxes. Awesome, Maxwell. I hope you drop by because what I'm going to be doing is taking good questions from the channel, from Twitch and Facebook and YouTube especially, because I always encourage anyone who's watching any of my 3 live streams, go to YouTube, of course, so they can hang with you, chat with you guys, and just have better conversations. I don't have that many people on Twitch, although it's picked up. And I'm hoping Mr. Clicking Cliff will join us, hang around, talk to some of the stores. Like I said, there'll be familiar faces. We got Brad, the Lego guy, BTLGbricks.ca. He'll be around for sure. Jacob, TMOG217, Thunder's Brick Den. I know I took the spelling for the thumbnail. I took it from what it said on the store. I suspect he doesn't call it that, but there we go. I have no clue what angle that is, but we will figure it out. Is that there? Okay. Look at the white space and trying to figure stuff out. Oh, it's this side. Uh-huh. Drag in your boots. No. I mean, they're all good songs, just some are low energy. I don't want to hear it. Drunk and I don't want to go home. Elle King and Miranda Lambert. Interesting. And out of these almost 500 pieces, that was bag 1. That was pretty quick even for me. Okay. Well, let's crack open bag 2. All these white pieces. Bag 2. At least I remember to start the recording. Last time I didn't set up cameras 4 and 5 to record before I started doing stuff. I'm drunk and I don't want to go home. Oh, another fun one, huh? Shazam. Goodbye, Justin. Robot. Hey, Axel, didn't I make you a moderator? Feel free to get rid of those Russian spammers when you see them. Yeah, there you go. So I hit him. I hit the last one. Actually, all you guys are mods. I remember that was the way I dealt with it during my 24-hour stream. I think I just instantly made everyone a mod, and you guys just attacked everyone who came in. It was great. I loved it. C4, we don't need those. And Oh, I beat you to it. That's okay. No worries. No worries. These white pieces showing up for you guys? Good. Because I screw with the lighting because I like the white, the pop, and sometimes the contrast. Still getting used to the shirt. It's a nice print front and back, full bleed, edge to edge, but it's like that athletic material. And when I bought it, it was, I thought it was uncomfortable, but it was weird because I was, 25 pounds heavier than I am now, give or take. So it didn't really see much use on my streams, which is funny because that's what I bought it for. Come on, guys. Where's that part? That's one of them. Open, build, repeat in the house. Shazam, good sir. I have noticed an increase in unwanted emails this week. We got warned that we have to secure our digital infrastructure better. Oh, so that was at work, or? Actually, I noticed in my workplace. I mean, yesterday was my last day of my work week, and I noticed we were having some up and down server issues that were not fun. Ooh, yeah, we don't need to see that. Freedom was a highway. Jimmy Allen and Brad Paisley. Good song. Some of the songs I could listen on loop, just constantly, just wicked. Actually, it was kind of funny. First sticker, guys. We are unretiring or bringing out of retirement the sticker tool. Oh. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I gotta move around my lights. I'm actually building a set too.
Hang on one second because you are competing right now with Apple EarPods. So I'm going to take them out. That's why I like wearing the big headphones. I can put EarPods underneath. There we go.
Let me switch around my lights.
Now I just hear you. The audio is good this way. So I'm sorry, you're building what specifically? I didn't catch that.
I am building the McLaren.
Oh, nice. So when I was in the Lego store today, I was looking at the McLaren and I was looking at the that brown truck. I tell you, I didn't like that brown truck before because they have some sets built right behind glass. I was looking at that pickup truck. It's like, ooh, I kind of like that old pickup truck. It's boxy, but it's nice, I actually think they could have done a few things different on it, but as a whole, I'm not too critical. It's a nice look. So are you recording like to do speed build on this set? Or?
Yeah, it's gonna be one of my videos, but it's gonna have so hence why everything's all set up over here.
So do you have a theme or an angle that you're going to do for making your final video? Because you like to entertain us.
Yeah. So I'm trying to look for some B-roll with, Formula One racing, of course. Okay. It's probably going to be kind of like the same setup as like the BMW motorcycle video where, they're just getting ready, putting the helmet on, go do a couple racing. That's it. Nothing too special.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it then. Because you definitely do it, different than the rest of us, which is good. That's not a knock. That is great because, there's a reason none of us can really make any headway because it's all the same, really. Nothing unique.
Yeah.
For me,
I
it's
enjoy.
archiving. It's it's to have an archive of what I've done, so I can look back at it.
Yeah.
If I'm out and about, especially once we're not really restricted, which for us could be any day now. Where I am, we're probably about 2 weeks away from maybe no more masks. We're already not using QR codes anymore for vaccines.
Okay.
We're getting around the bend. It's a shame we're getting around the bend like just 2 weeks after I had my second round of COVID, but whatever. Lucky me. Hey, well,
Yeah.
all that means is I was able to get paid for 5 days, right? Stay
There you
home and
go.
build Lego and make puzzles. Because, that's going to go away for a lot of people in Canada. They're not going to get that freebie 5 days. Depending on where you are in Canada, sick leave can be very limited because a lot of it's not guaranteed. It can
Oh,
be
that
very
sounds.
minimal. Like 2 days. Employers can
Oh wow.
absolutely, add to that, and some are better than others. But as a minimum legal requirement, like some of them will only provide 2 days, depending on where you are, what province, what field. It's just the fields can be different.
Oh man. Interesting.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it is over here. I know they definitely are okay with you working from home when things like if you do get COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I offered to train people through video conference to do classroom, but it's like they said,
What they
nah.
say?
They said just get. We'd rather have you back in and doing real training with the machines because that's where I excel. Actually,
Okay.
speaking of that, so let's see, I've been driving warehouse machines since '97, so 25 years, depending on my grade 1 math. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
20 out of 25 years, I have trained people to some extent, and like most recently, like that's my job all day pretty much. I don't even get on the machines myself anymore. It's train, teach them how to be safe.
Yeah.
Take them from 0 to 60, and I'm good at it. I toot my own horn, but I'm good at it. And uh, my previous company, which rolled into my company now, basically the company I'm with now, about my entire workforce. So not my entire workforce, but a large chunk of it. So all my history came with me, which was great, and so did my seniority and years and all that good stuff. And with the previous employer, I was the only trainer to never have a student who had passed me. I was the hardest trainer. If you got by me, you earned it, and you were a good operator. None of my students in the past had ever had an accident, never had a machine to machine, machine to person, none of these kind of situations. So it's always been a feather in my cap. I've always been that cocky guy who's always been able to say, my students are the best and all that great jazz. Well, I trained a guy the other day, gave him 8 or 9 hours. My minimum requirement is 8 hours for a new student. Had him on the machine next day. I told my boss I'm not testing him today. I'll test him next day in the morning. Gave him 1 hour to warm up, tested him. The guy blew through my test beautiful, 94%. And that's, I'm not giving him anything. He's earned everything there.
Okay.
I take him to my most direct boss. I go, congratulate your newest operator. He can go pick on a machine. He's certified now. I walk away to go grab my next student and to recertify that student. And with my back turned, about 10 minutes later, all I hear is bang into my warehouse really loud. And sure enough, my newest student had just driven straight into a barrier. Oh my God. No damage to the machine, no damage to him, thank God, because that's number one, what's important. And he did everything he was supposed to do. He stopped. He didn't move the machine. We could do our investigation, take our pictures. But it's like, buddy, your certificate isn't even printed yet.
Yeah.
You just ruined my 20-year reputation for not having. And all my bosses, they talked me down off the cliff because I was upset. I mean, I was fuming.
Yeah,
Rick,
look
you
what you
did your
did.
best.
We need to train him, Rick. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, and this is how I feel. Like, what did I do wrong, right? I mean, and it sounds horrible for me to say, but like, I've taken women with zero experience, brought them up, and they're some of my best operators. In fact, I love using them as my examples at work because I'll point to the new young men and I go, "You see that lady there? She's got the highest mark on that machine." Because I know it eggs them on, it bugs them, and I like the competitive nature of the warehouse because I
Yeah.
do find it brings everyone up. Most people up anyway. Some people don't like competition, but yeah, this young man, I thank God he's safe, healthy, no real damage to the machine, no real damage to my barrier. But it's scary when you hear a machine hit a metal barrier because the whole building rattles. Like
Oh yeah.
750,000 square feet, whatever it is, 52 lanes wide, and to have it be my student, that was just disheartening, like just horrible. Right at my
Yeah.
first break, I go out to the car. I text my wife, and I just I needed to vent. My poor wife, she had to read all these text messages, and I'm going and I'm using every Apple feature, like where you can swipe and just have the words come up quick and everything, like, and it's just getting all the right words. So it's just looking like a machine gun on her side, like how fast I'm firing all this out. Yeah, I was just so upset. I
It
didn't.
happens.
Well, I didn't have the because it's never happened before. I didn't know how to deal with it myself. This was
No, you
such a
didn't know the
great.
reports.
No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. I teach this stuff, but I'm saying, like, I've never had one of my students. It's always been so cool for me when it's one of my other two trainers that I brought in yesterday to assist me because when I was off in COVID, none of my training got done. I was behind before COVID, so I had 12 days off plus my backlog. So I brought in two trainers from other facilities, help me out. Let's knock out some people so I could focus on the young kids who have zero, and let's let my other trainers who have less experience than me and they can't even do all the machines I do, let them bang up the recertifications because those are only 2 hours less. I can focus 8 hours or whatever on you guys. And yeah, I mean, that just blew up in my face.
Wow. It's like I said, going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, and my bosses thought it was hilarious because, like, they're not terribly concerned, but they're just watching me, have my little business. New experience for everybody.
Enjoy the walk, Will. Axel asked, "Did you hear about the new contract that current F1 champion?" No, I didn't. I don't really follow racing. I watch it from time to time, but I don't follow like the.
I gotta admit, the last
I
3 to
golf.
5 years, it's not so much.
Yeah.
And not for any particular reason, maybe just time. Because I used to love watching. You know what? When I was younger, two things I used to watch with my dad a lot and my mom would be motorsports, all of it, and golf. I've been living with my mom for
Yeah.
20 years. I don't watch golf, and motorsports kind of went the way of the dodo for me too, in many respects.
I feel like I enjoy golf more after I started playing it. So
Yeah. See, 2006, my boss did his best to encourage me. I mean, I went once or twice, and I just couldn't get into it. I just didn't find it fun, which is funny because I was always an athlete. Football, Greco-Roman wrestling, a little bit of basketball, a little bit of soccer. Hated soccer, but played it anyway. But golf, and I knew if I could have gotten into golf, it would have benefited my career so much sooner.
Oh yeah.
Just couldn't do it. Couldn't get into it. Couldn't commit to it. Couldn't get my head past certain parts of it. It wasn't that it wasn't fun, just not for me. But I liked watching it, especially the skins game. Nothing more fun than watching skins on TV. Watching them play money per hole, and then watching money carry over when they're basically tied up. Because then, like, one hole could be worth $100,000 or $150,000, and it's so exciting. Good evening, Mr. Blue.
You're my boy, Blue.
Now that Mr. Blue's here, I won't have any more Russian spammers.
I hate when that happens, man.
I've only had 3 already, and we're only like half hour in or 45 minutes in.
I mean,
Wow.
I think I've only had 3 or 4 streams on, maybe 3 on my channel, and then maybe did 2 or 3 on my wife's. But I've never had, anything weird like that happen yet. I know it will happen, but
oh yeah.
yeah.
Especially if
Can't
you take
wait.
any effort to promote your streams, especially live ones.
Yeah.
And I actually
Yeah.
took some effort tonight.
That's what I need to do.
I probably put this in like 10 to 15 Facebook groups instead of 2. And usually when I hit the European ones, it definitely invites a little bit unsavory.
All right. I'm going to invite some, go overseas, see if I can attract some weirdos.
Well, because especially if I'm doing the non-Lego, it pays off for me because they love it, I still get a lot of my views, or I should say at least most of my bumps in views will come from Europeans who are looking at my non-Lego stuff.
Did you get your hours yet?
Nope. So I really never got any of it back. And YouTube more or less stopped having conversations with me.
Okay.
So it's like, because they said, yeah, once we investigate this and that, we're going to put most of it back on. I mean, and they said, we understand it's not you because we're seeing it throughout the community. All right. Now we're talking, what, 6 months later? It's never been back. It's like, and it sucks because if I'm not willing, and I'm not, I don't stream regularly. That's always going to hurt me. I'm never going to be able to say I'll always be doing this Wednesday night. I'll always do new bricks on a Friday, Saturday. I move this stuff around, and then what's worse, I'll set up a live stream, and then I show my own stream sometimes. Like I'm on the road and I don't make it home.
You're one of those streamers. Oh, great.
It sucks. I mean, I've had to sit there one time like, oh no, I'm on the road. I know I won't be home for 2 hours. It's going to start in an hour. So I go into my own chat and go, sorry guys, if this doesn't start 5 minutes late, it's not going to start.
You don't deserve the hours.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. I'm just done with the process, and I'm just back to enjoying firing it up. I like setting up my thumbnails, and I've gotten back into the presentation side of this, making my backgrounds unique per stream or per themed streams.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what I was getting out of it before. It's like, not concerned about my subs, although it's nice they still slowly crawl up. That's always good.
That's good.
I'm always shocked when people are clicking on old videos. I never get that, especially old streams. I like it, but it's like, I don't get it. Why are you watching my stream from 3 years ago or 4 years ago? And I see a bump.
Probably clicked on it. Yeah.
Well, I watch where
you never know who
links
it is
are coming from. YouTube search for 30%, which, hey, great.
Yeah.
And then a few other things, but yeah, it always surprises me where certain views are coming at certain times.
When I went to Disney Springs to pick up my my set, I actually there's a bunch of other YouTubers there. There's Shy, Sans.
I saw that picture, Instagram. That
was just nice. Too good. MNR, of course. Yeah, they were all there, and I was like, it was funny because like I didn't know they were going.
Too, very nice.
Yeah, and I didn't know they were going, and then all of a sudden, like I'm in line already, and then I hear "What's up?" and I'm like, I turn around, it was Shy. I'm like, yo. So it was pretty cool meeting him for the first time, and then Josh Bill stuff was there too, so that was pretty cool. So it was pretty neat. I mean, and Holly was there too as well. So
she's in town again.
Yeah. It was actually Claire's birthday, so I met Source as well. I actually ran into her when I was getting my coffee. And it was funny because we were walking around. Yeah, she's very nice. She's really nice. So her and her husband are really nice. It was funny because we ran into each other. I was like, Emma Soros? She's like, I was like, hey, I'm Open Builder P. I was like, oh yeah, I remember your name. And then, and she's, we chit-chatted, and she's like, well, I'm just vlogging. I held my camera too. I'm like, yeah, I'm vlogging too. So
it is such a weird thing, that we all have gotten used to the idea of these cameras in our faces. And of course, you've
Yeah.
actually got a nice camera too, so that helps them.
Yeah, well, and that's the funny thing. Like most of these YouTubers, like when they're vlogging, like I carry my nice camera around. They carry
Yeah.
just their phones. So I
Yep.
thought that was interesting. So I'm
Well,
I'm,
it's
I'm
like
carrying the gear. No, I don't carry the gear inside the Lego store because I don't want to. I know they have like rules. They
policy.
don't really
Yeah.
enforce them here. Yeah, but I don't want to push that. So I just, I either use like my hidden camera or like my very small camera when I walk around the
Mm.
store. So, but otherwise, I'm out and about with the big furry mic on my camera and everything. So it doesn't
Yeah, you get
bother
the
me.
mouse on there. I always find it
Yeah,
funny when I see or the windsock. It's like I always when I see and here in Toronto, you can't believe how many people. There's one YouTuber, I don't know his name. I'm not subbed to him, but when I trip over his feeds and it's like I see him and I'll watch it for about 10, 20 minutes. He will just walk. All he's doing is walking through Toronto for 45 minutes to 2 hours and talking about what he sees. He's basically getting tours.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
fascinated by it. I
People
mean,
like
this is my
that.
city. And I got to come up with his name later because it'll be in my history for sure. And it's like,
Yeah,
and of course, he's not unique, but he's the one doing it in my city. And I
yeah,
saw him one day, and I was like, what a weird thing that this guy's doing this. But people dig it. They do. Um, there's a lady. I can't remember her name either. She's in Vegas. So she was doing basically the same thing especially during COVID, beginning COVID. There's nothing to do. She's out of work anyway. So she grabs her camera and goes down the street and will tell you everything about these casinos or these hotels
yeah,
or
yeah,
what
yeah.
the street used to be like. And
Yeah.
fascinating walk through history, listening to them.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible the
Yeah,
world we're in.
you're right, Axel. If we didn't know, we would have walked past each other. So, but it's I mean, Lego fans look like normal people. So,
Yeah.
so
Well,
it was
it's like
and then
at
Pro
work.
Lego was there too.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, he's a guy. I'm not sure if you ever watched his stuff, but he's very quirky. But he's a
So,
first time I met him was with M&R. A couple because I always usually see Ryan there in line. And only a couple times. Just recently, I just introduced myself. I'm like, "Hey, man, what's up?"
so
But
is this early
he
in the
was with
day?
him at one time. Yeah, during usually like Lego launch days. So
Launches.
usually the first of the month. Yeah, they're in line. Well, Ryan's usually in line. So and then he's just usually picking up whatever leftover Lego Star Wars he didn't pick up early.
You could make a creeper video just stalking Ryan.
No,
That could be a
and
whole
yeah, that was the
thing right
funny
there.
thing. Yeah, because like
Ryan,
some of my friends are like,
Ryan
"Why
Stalk.
don't you
There's the name of it right there.
why don't you
Ryan
put it in
Stalk.
the video?" And I'm like, I don't want to be that guy that makes a video about being that creeper guy. Like
Yeah.
I'm not that person. So,
That's where you need the secondary channel where it's not you on screen.
but it was nice.
Neat.
And then I've been watching some of their stuff too. Like when they were going around, looks like they had a good time. So they all came down here for Claire's birthday, the plastic architect, and
Yep.
everybody just kind of gathered at the last minute, and they just rented a house. So, but it's nice to see like people that never knew each other before in the Lego community, and Lego brought them together. So,
See, I really only a few people that I've bumped into in the Lego stores and see in the last 2 years, 2.5 years, I'm not in the Lego stores much at all. Because when you can't even go to the pad ball, the brick wall in the back,
right.
I have no interest in going there because 90% of the gifts with purchases I can get online. There's always a few that are store exclusives, but it's like nothing I care about. And I got connections with so many BrickLink stores that will give me a good deal. It's like it's nothing for me to stress about, so I don't go stand in line, especially here in Toronto. Three stores, four if you count the attractions store, all within 10 or 15 minutes of me, and there's really no real interest for me to go stand in a line. But when I do go to the stores, I do get recognized once in a while. So it's weird and it's cool at the same time. And my
Yeah.
first reaction is, hey, I either get, hey, Rick, because usually I'll put my name on the screen, or hi, all bricks count. Now, when they say all bricks count, that throws me. When you come on or someone else comes on, or someone says, hey, ABC, not a big deal. I'm expecting this with this interaction. But when I'm out and about in the real world, I'm not expecting that at all. It's very surreal that someone I haven't met is calling me by this alias sometimes, and it's like, oh, that is nice and weird all at the same time.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's I think what's his name, Shy. You know how they get whenever they meet another YouTuber, they make them sign a brick.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool, and it was funny because I'm in the front of the line or close to the front of the line, so there's a lot of diehard like Lego fans there. So they were all talking about what set they wanted to get, and I'm surprised they didn't recognize some of these people. Maybe they don't watch YouTube, but yeah, one guy who was right behind me, who was like a hardcore Lego fan, he was like seeing me sign the brick. They're like, like he was like making a face like weird, like who are you? I'm like, I'm nobody, man. I'm nobody. So, I'm just a guy here to buy that, probably the same set you're gonna buy. So
I'm gonna pay the same money, get the same points.
Yep.
Unless you're Rick from Mulbrick's account, Lego with one of my accounts is still screwing me on points. I wasn't paying close enough attention last year to one of my main purchasing accounts. And while they were acknowledging points, I didn't get them for a bunch of purchases last year. And we're talking the big purchases.
My ads. Did you use points to buy those?
No. I was accumulating stuff. And it's like, how come there's been issues before, and then they clear it up and some little digital hiccup in Canada. But I let it go a fair bit of time. Hey, Steve's Brick Cave, SRTV. Shazam.
Hey. How's it going? Nice to meet you. I'm Open Bill Repeat. Urban. Oh, and another Lego YouTuber I'm going to meet soon is, what's his name? Brick Adjuster. He's coming down during the summer.
Great. Wait. Oh, sorry.
Brick Adjuster.
Yeah, you said Adjuster. I don't know why I thought Brickitect. That's what.
Oh, no. Yeah.
So you guys are going to hook up finally. You're going to be in the same place at the same time.
Yeah. So he actually has family Kissimmee here in Florida.
Oh,
so
that is so cool.
Yeah, so that'll be cool to meet him. And I told No More, I was like, you should come too at the same time. We'll just knock it out. One time.
Because I like him. He's cool. Actually, every time he's on screen, I'm fascinated looking at his background, but all his light up faces,
He's into the anime.
I'm always struggling. What's he got back there today?
Yeah, he likes to buy the quirky, risque stuff too.
Yeah. Some stuff you may not want to zoom in too close on. I was like, oh.
Oh, like, oh, jeez.
Oh man, I'm envious now.
Australia, huh? He's Steve Brick's Cave is in Australia.
Yeah. Oh, him and his crew. Was it last Friday I was on, Steve, or the Friday before? Him and his crew, fun people, and he gets on, bricks and people, and it's just fun for. I think it was 5 hours. That was a long stream because I know I bailed after an hour or two, and then I had to go to bed, and I let it run, and then I woke up because I'm sick, and my body's only starting to adjust now to losing weight and getting better sleep. Very important, by the way. It's hard to lose weight if you don't sleep. So now I'm sleeping. That helps a lot. Yeah, I figure if you and me ever get a chance to meet up, I'll actually be able to fit into your jeans the way I'm going. Well, no, I've always had really good control when I want to, because I was very athletic in high school and college. And then my biggest problem was when that was over, I kind of kept eating that when I wasn't athletic anymore. And then about 8 years ago, I kind of fixed that, and I started bike riding to work and commuting that way, and it was great. And the 1 year I lost 80 pounds, and then over the winter I did nothing, so I gained half of that back, and then ride to work the next year, and went to peak. But then when I took the job in the area I'm at now, no more bike riding to work, it's far, so I bought a car, did all driving. Well, that was my excuse for no longer taking as good care of myself as I should. But whenever I focus to do something, so what I'm doing now is intermittent fasting, 16/8, only eating 2 meals a day, but I'm still eating everything I want to eat, and I'm still getting all my calories. I haven't even touched calorie reduction yet. Haven't needed to because I haven't plateaued yet. But 20, 25 pounds since January 1st, give or take. So I'm really pleased.
Is yours like you're skipping in and out? Is it me? Am I skipping too, or?
You seem to be pretty clear for me, but I know that some streaming has been handling my 3 because I got my 3 plus your stream.
Oh,
Like,
okay, okay.
that's why it's streaming
Yeah.
them all, and it's doing all back end work.
But I know, like, I
Again,
was watching Cy O'Connor earlier today, and his was skipping too. They actually had to restart their stream. So I don't know if you're
I'm very
having issues.
fortunate that it's almost never that bad, and it'll be like one camera that really sometimes goes, but it settles after 2 to 5 minutes. It's usually never bad enough for me to even kill the camera and try and re-enable the one. I've never really had to do that.
Okay. Yeah, yours. Even Steve
And
says
so
your mic seems a little.
the mic, it's tied to the camera stuff too. So the way it's
Okay.
handling it.
So I'm just gonna nod sometimes. Probably not understanding some of the stuff you're saying.
Skip.
Yeah. It was funny because like that happened on.
I'm not on wireless. I promise. We're hardwired here. Everything is good.
Yeah.
Very fast fiber connection.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate the sub. Every little bit counts.
You get Steve and you get Tasman and oh my God, you get a few others together and it's just a riot.
I haven't seen Steve. I know of Tasman's name. So.
Yeah, Taz.
I don't know many.
Taz gets around. Well, the problem with Steve is he changes his name. See, you probably know him more as SRTV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Steve Reynolds.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
I've seen your name, Steve.
Because if you
definitely go to other people's streams too.
Good luck searching for Steve Reynolds TV. It isn't easy. There's a lot of Steve Reynolds out there, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I get done building this. I'm on just on bag 1. It's an interesting piece. Like, I'm not sure. Let me see if I could focus in on this.
Here, I can give you this.
Oops. Let me change this. I gotta do it all manually here. But you can see like this piece right here. It's interesting, right?
Yep.
And it goes up and down. But yeah, it's weird. It always surprises me, and then
see, some people
I've never
really
seen
hate Technic. I can appreciate everything you put into Technic. I just don't like when we build structures and then later you can't see them in Technic. That kills me.
Oh yeah, it's kind of hidden.
Yeah, 3,000 piece,
like
7,000 piece set. You do all this stuff. It's fun while you build it and you play it mechanically and you're impressed by it. And then as soon as you build the outer shell, that can't be removed sometimes, and no one can see this brilliant piece you built inside. They just see what's on the outside. Oh goodness, what a pain that was.
I'm kind of okay with it. So I mean, this is like going to be my 3rd one or my 4th one. So I started off with the small Wrangler, and then I did the Raptor, and I did the motorcycle. I don't mind them. I mean, I wouldn't call them my favorite.
Motorcycle is so big. I saw that today.
Yeah, it's huge.
That new bike is
huge.
Huge. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Brick Adjuster didn't put the stickers on it, and I'm like, it looks so naked. It needs the stickers.
So tell me, why? Why wouldn't he? Or is that just something he would want to do offline? Or
I don't know. I mean, maybe he doesn't. He's never seen a motor rad before, but that is like the key way of knowing that's a motor rad. It's the stickers, right?
Yeah.
So like that's what makes it the motor rad. So I mean,
there's definitely sets where I don't want stickers, but it's like it makes the look.
Yeah, it does. I mean, and I'm not the type to not put the stickers on unless the Volkswagen camper van. I didn't put the stickers. It had like the flower hippie stickers on it. And I'm like, nah, pass on those. But I think that's one of the few times I didn't put a sticker on. But they didn't give you direction how to put those on. They just said like go nuts with it. I'm like, nah, I'll stick on. I think this piece always falls down. I'll fix it later.
Hide the magic. I had a shark coming out of a cave on a build, and people wanted to know how. Magicians don't reveal the secret. It's okay. I reveal everything. Like when I fix that big Gundam set, from that Super 18K set 2 or 3 years back. Well, first I was building it live, so to solve the problems, everyone saw what I was doing. But then I took clips out of my long form videos, put it in my final review, and it was probably
Wait,
my
what are
longer
you talking
videos.
about?
It's 20-inch tall Gundam that I built. It's a set
Okay.
from 18K Super or Super 18K. I can't remember the company name. Brilliant looking set. Huge structural flaws if you build it according to the instructions. So I fixed the internals and left it untouched. And I'll never get the stand. It's so top heavy. So, how many pieces was that? At least 3,000 pieces. It was a monster build. 28 inches tall. And really, really heavy. It was fun in its own way. When I build the non-Lego or say non-Mega Constructs, I accept that I'm going to be challenged. It's just the way it can be, where it might be the odd, maybe it could be a malformed part, or they shorted me on certain parts in a certain color. There was one time where I had to come up with a marbleized white color brick or piece in a shape that didn't exist in Lego. And I filed down a piece, and then I took black India ink, and then I made a wash with it first, put it on the brick, and then quickly wiped it off, and I kept doing it until I got a marbleized effect I wanted. I ended up creating a brick till I could get to a point where it was.
And these were like the non-Lego ones, right?
Non-Lego Chinese set, because the set itself is brilliant, but I really need to complete the look, or it just wouldn't look right, and there wasn't a proper Lego piece that would fit. When I built that the BD1 droid, what a nightmare! Let's see if I can reach it from where I am.
Which droid?
Beautiful when he's finished. Like, this guy looks great. Let's see if I can lean him over without him falling apart.
That's non-Lego, right?
Non-Lego. And it's most likely a ripoff of somebody's muck. I'm about 90%. Oh yeah. Well,
way to go, Rick. You're supporting them.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's about right now for the stuff that's say on the Chinese sites about 50-50. That if you see something cool and unique that's not Lego, you do a little investigation, and eventually you'll probably find they ripped somebody off. Which is always unfortunate. But then some of the companies, they'll have different divisions. So they'll have a division where, the one company or the one division will absolutely be that scumbag. And then they'll have another division where they're getting licensed sets, or they're talking with designers. When I did the Zero set last year, when I was negotiating with the Chinese company, it's like, I need to know what's the source
they bought
of the
that
set.
design.
And they tried to dance around it, and then they said one thing, and I said, okay, I'm going to take a look at this myself. And sure enough, I found it within 24 hours. It actually wasn't that hard to find. It was on Rebrickable. But here's the thing: when you plow down through the Rebrickable link at the bottom, the designer said, I negotiated with such and such, and you can now get my design through them. It's like, okay, I have no moral issue here then. This is perfect. That's what I wanted. I wanted to know that this guy's either authorized it or has been compensated, or both. Great. So then I went back to the Chinese company. I said, I don't have an issue with this set, but I do not want these other ones that you offered. I have no interest in them, because it's very clear what was going on, right? And it's like, but this one's great. Yeah, send this to me. I'll talk about it, build it. And, like a lot of the Chinese sets, building it live, the issues, I'm not covering it up. And then sometimes they'll agree to not do a final review because they don't want me harping on the flaws or the problems, right? That's great. I don't have a problem with Oh, hang on one moment.
Uh-oh. Thanks, Blue. One of my greatest cheerleaders, Mr. Blue, is one always comments on almost all my videos and my wife's videos. So I really appreciate you, Blue. And so does she. So she's always happy when she sees your comment. So
sorry about
like, "Oh,
that.
I got my
I
first
try not
comment."
to ignore calls from my mommy.
That's fine. I was
Oh, and then
entertaining
she,
everybody.
thank you. And then she went and called back. One sec.
Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, Steve, my wife's channel is not Lego. So, but you'll notice that the styles are similar. I edit and record for hers too. Hey, Eileen, how's it going? Rick is talking to his mommy.
I'm talking. No, I'm not talking to my mom because you know what? The stupid phone is still connected to the dumb ear pods.
Oh, she's gonna call
Yeah,
back again.
yeah, probably. If it's
It's
crazy
okay.
important,
It's okay. It's not my first stream.
I'm gonna. Yeah, it's probably not the first time you had to take over for me either.
Yeah.
No, where's the audio?
How you doing, Eileen? Building. Did you build some of that? Did you build that owl yet? I like the colors on that thing.
Color back. Hello, Mama Lego. Mama Lego's gonna move away from me.
She's gonna move away.
She's gonna move far away. She's only about 10 minutes away from me right now.
Oh wow, that's really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I was able to mule
Rick's.
some Lego for her, but she's gonna be so far away that isn't gonna be a real possibility. Especially with gas going up 14 cents in 2 days for me. It went up 7 cents this morning. It's going up
today.
7 more cents tomorrow. Oh yeah, you filled up your truck? How'd that go?
Yeah, like $80, I think. So I think that's what $1 million a Canadian. I think. I don't know the conversion rates.
Yeah, it's a lot. No, one of my friends bought a Raptor last year. He's crying now. It's just
it's a
much
big
money.
tank. That's the same tank as mine, so that's 21 gallons, I think. So
it's not, the Raptor's not the most efficient vehicle on the road, and
I think that gets that's probably gets
he's
19
just getting his
18,
ass whooped every time he goes to the tank. He just wants to cry when he puts those in the truck. It's like, oh,
I think Jazz is going to come down here too. I think that's what he said during. He popped in real quick on Brick Adjuster's stream.
I am making no trips to the States this calendar year, as far as I'm concerned. Don't hold me to it, but all this stuff has to be over. I don't want anyone telling me I need a test to come back to my own country or any nonsense. It's got to be over. I can't deal with that anxiety. Some of my friends went to the States for Fair, Alabama, I think.
Yeah.
And they had nightmares coming back across from Detroit into Canada. It's like, no. Traveling is enough. I love driving. I love long distance. I'm good at it, but it's like I cannot have anxiety re-entering my own country.
Whoa, that's a lot. Annabella got her surgery, says Eileen today. Cost her 5,200 Canadian.
Yeah,
I think if you convert that to USD, that's $30.
It's not. Hey, gas crisis is going to do a lot of leveling between our two countries. This could be the way it was 20, 25 years ago when your dollar and my dollar were within 5 cents of each other. I remember those days. It was not a bad time.
I'm exaggerating.
And you guys, because we were coming across the border and shopping. And trust me, everyone on the U.S. side loves seeing the Canadians with that money. And we love doing it. It was so much fun to come across and shop. If you're a heavy-set person, going to the States is amazing. I'm sounding really bad, but it's true. I don't know what it is. If you're if you're clinically overweight, especially if you're obese clinically, In
Right.
Canada, there's absolutely sizes in Walmart and other places, but not necessarily the same.
Oh, okay.
If
I see
we
what you're getting
cross
at.
from Ontario
I get
into
what you're saying.
Buffalo, anywhere in New York, the selection, whether you go to Macy's, Walmart, Target, whatever,
Well,
for big
you know,
people is amazing compared to Canada, which you would think,
yeah.
we live in the snow half the year.
Well, America is we're known for the supersize me, so it's
Yeah.
a
Oh, in every
so
way.
that
By the way,
translates to extra lbs.
the best greasy
So
spoons I would go into in the States, like in Maine to New York, and having sit down dinners on those trips. And I call it turkey platters that you guys serve us. You sit down and for $15, it's a turkey platter of food. Like it's
yeah,
obscene amount of food. Like one
yeah.
one plate always fed two people on my trips.
And it's
That
funny
doesn't
because
happen.
like people think they need to finish their food because that's what they've been trained to do when they grew up. But but I tell
By the way,
my
that is
kids,
probably the
and
biggest parts
you
of
don't have to.
overeating, overweight,
Yeah,
obesity.
yeah. It's
Don't
what you
waste
were
your
conditioned
food.
to
People
do.
are starving in other countries. All that talk, and even
Yeah,
like you have children. What do? The kids leave food on the plate. What does mom or dad do? And usually the mom, by the way, right? That they eat whatever's left on the plate sometimes because they don't have time to feed themselves. Sometimes the
yeah,
choice
yeah,
to feed
yeah.
mom, and it's incredible what we do to ourselves. It really is.
Yeah, I have to ask now, like whenever I order a kid's meal, I have to ask how big the proportions are because really, I mean, I could divide it in half between the two kids because sometimes they come with the kids' meal and it's huge. I'm just like, one kid's not
At
going to finish
least you're a
this.
good parent and you're asking.
So,
Because I think you're
well,
on the rare
it'll
side
save
of
me this. That's why I'm asking because I could get that extra drink. I'm just kidding.
that.
I could get two more beers if I don't buy him a meal.
That's fair. Now, what shocked me is, see, up here in Canada now, we're finding more and more places that'll do stuff like any size
Ooh,
drink for a
I need
dollar
to
or
see that. I
whatever.
mean,
So if you want that small portion because you're concerned about
oh yeah, yeah,
portion size,
yeah,
that's great. But they'll
yeah,
charge you the exact same for the big one. In my head, I'm always
yeah,
thinking,
yeah. So they always grab the
always
big
order
one.
the big one anyway, in
Yeah,
case
yeah.
you're thirsty
I
or
I just never like it's just an accident that happened for me. All these supersized cups, like I mean, they're just so cumbersome to carry around. I'm gonna drop it.
a plastic
So
lid
it's I don't
on those cups, and you got the big one, and then you grab it like
they're so
this.
flimsy. I
They're
mean,
so
it's just
flimsy.
science, right?
You know how many
It's
times my
science.
wife has lost a drink? It is
Yeah, it's
comical.
science. It's just yeah, it's not
Let's
yeah,
take
it's
the
not
thinnest
good.
garbage plastic on the planet, single-use plastic, by the way, horrible, and let's put it on top of that wax paper cup, which
Yeah.
in most
I
jurisdictions
mean,
isn't recyclable, even if it's got the special triangle on the bottom. And we're gonna put, for me, it's a liter of pop in there, whatever it is. Try and carry it like this, and then you lose it. And
yeah.
it's even worse if it's in your car, your truck, in your case, right?
So
Horrible.
Eileen's talking about Picard, the new Star Trek series. It actually looks really good, so I'm gonna probably
So
check
yeah,
that one
when's the
out because
first episode? Because they were running commercials today. I saw the commercials today
I
for
think it
us.
was today. I think she's right. It starts, but I
Because
don't
in
know.
Canada, we
I'm
see
definitely
it
gonna
on
watch it.
broadcast TV. We don't have to have like Paramount Plus or any of that. We can see it
Yeah,
on broadcast TV up here.
he's always been my favorite. So Captain,
Captain Jean Picard.
yeah, so
I
cool.
was always I was always fascinated they had an Englishman play a Frenchman. He's that good an actor. He pulled it off. Good enough. Good enough for Star Trek.
Yeah, it was one of the few shows I watched because I only got like 3 or 4 channels off the TV my parents gave me with the bunny ears, and so only a certain amount of channels got good reception. And those channels didn't ever really have the good shows, and one of the shows was Star Trek. So I think I've watched almost maybe every episode. I probably missed a couple, just a handful, but I think I've seen pretty much all the episodes. Like Data was like I thought he was so cool for the longest time. So
I never dug his character because I just felt it was a little on the nose and a little too easy to write basically a Pinocchio character. Um, in the first, for the next generation, the first 1 or 2 seasons where you had Natasha Yar, the blonde, the security, and then Deanna Troy, the ship's
Oh,
doctor,
yeah.
psychiatrist, whatever she was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting because they actually read for each other's parts. And apparently Gene
Oh, they
Roddenberry
did?
didn't see it that way, and he saw them going the other way. But then,
I
the
mean, but
actress
there's
played.
not.
Denise
I never
Crosby, who
really.
played Tasha Yar, she didn't like the role. She took
I
it because
never
it was
really
pink.
like.
Yeah, didn't like it.
I never really liked never fell in love with an individual. I mean, I like Data more than others, but it wasn't like my favorite. It was more of the whole team put together because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No one really stood out. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
Picard, stood out because he was a captain, but Data because he's a little different. But no one was like, I really like this character. If that makes any sense.
I was always fascinated that Brent Spiner, Data, he was
Yeah, I think so.
very good at
Steve.
protecting his character and making sure he's paid accordingly. He knew his value to the show and the fans' response to his character. He knew he was Spock. He knew that,
Yeah.
and there was high value to that, and he protected that. I liked him in the TV show, but a lot less in the movies. I wasn't the biggest fan of the TNG movies.
Mm.
Is the audio still bad?
Skipping a little bit, so that's why I'm not replying
Really?
sometimes.
Hey,
Just
I wonder if
nodding
it's a
my
time
head.
of day thing because I usually start so early.
Yeah, see,
It's
I
very
got
interesting.
every
I'm gonna have to listen. Well, I
second
listen back
word on that
anyway.
one.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I watch almost all my stuff back
I like to
to
watch
hear what you guys
myself.
do.
You're so weird, Rick. Why you gotta watch yourself?
I will listen. I will be on my phone. I'll sit on the couch and I'll run the stream. A lot of times, just to see what is the final after YouTube does some recompressing. I'm always fascinated to see what my settings
the quality of it
were during the stream and what it came out to afterwards.
Yeah, Eileen said you're skipping merrily along.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean it's not as bad as Brick Adjuster's. Brick Adjuster's stream, he was like it would repeat him, so he would be like, hi, hey, how's it going, guys? I'm just
So
like,
that's the
what?
first time because you're talking. That's the first time I've noticed any skips on your end.
Oh, but I just did that on purpose. I just did that on purpose.
No, yeah. See, now I got.
Oh, really? Okay, let's try it again.
Just a little, not bad, not annoying,
what?
but
maybe
I hear the
because again, like I said,
dropouts.
Oh, okay. Maybe
even if you're not
it's
saying
because
anything, I
again on
still
size.
hear your ambient sound a little bit because I got this turned up so loud. And
yeah, I mean on size stream today, they or maybe it was size or maybe London Bricks, one of them two, but they had to restart
dealing with a back end problem on StreamYard, like widespread problem.
Maybe I know they did like an update where you can use like 2 cameras now.
I don't even understand that when I see it. I mean, because I run 3 cameras on this and 2 on my other one.
Yeah. But you're probably opening up different
its own
browsers,
link,
right?
so I don't get the whole.
Yeah.
I'm
So
already running.
I think you don't have to do the own link because that does it is still bandwidth with every link you're using.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
a hit.
so is a camera.
But I like running the extra cameras too. So.
Okay. I don't know about Ryan. Any news on Ryan, Rick? How's he doing?
Literally, I'll read you what he said. Let's see. I'm all bruised on the side of my arms now. I think most that's from laying down so much. It's being compressed in the hospital. The other night, the nurse couldn't get the IV into my veins. She tried twice. Yeah, his arms all messed up. Once in each arm. They're probably going to end up giving him something that'll inflame him a little to make the veins stand out more, because that's usually what's going to happen. If they continue to have problems sticking them, they're going to do something to make the veins pop. Bruise all the hell. What else did he say? Yeah, he showed me a picture of his arm, and I said, yeah, sexy leg, you should shave it. He says, that's my arm. Surgeon did.
Okay, you can stop. I don't want to hear anymore. Where's this text messaging going? Going up the leg
Oh,
and
no, it's
going
okay. That's as
where?
dirty as it gets. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so now saying he's probably going to lose his sense of smell. He's got significant damage to his sinuses. And he was saying, yeah, the food's not going to taste the same. I go, well, that all depends on your wife's cooking. That might be a blessing in disguise, and that put a smile on his face. So, yeah, we're all, the rest of us were catching COVID, and he had to go and one up us, and like he had to get flown 2 hours away to a better hospital, and he didn't catch COVID like the rest of us. I'd be better in 5 days. Nope. He had to get flown by air to the best hospital in the area, and have like a team of 12 specialists looking at him, and multiple MRIs. But he's getting really good care right now.
Well, it's well, some people got hit pretty hard. Like that happened to my wife's mother-in-law, but unfortunately she didn't make it. So.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that sucked. But
two times unlucky with COVID. Well, the first time I was before we knew it was COVID, right? And that destroyed me. 10 days. And it took a month before I felt like a human being again. I was so weak, horribly weak. Is that
I
bad?
heard weak. Yeah.
All right. So we're going.
It's like talking to my kids when I couldn't understand them. So I'm just like, what did you just say? I have to put it all together in my head.
Yeah. The first time I was sick, it was super bad. And look at that.
We just came back from New Orleans like 2 weeks ago.
Ooh, I so want to go there.
Yeah, we did visited my family came down there. We all visited my brother. So it was a good time. Kids enjoyed it. They did the whole Mardi Gras stuff.
Everyone go home with some beads?
No, not enough because we flew the cheap flights, so we only could carry a backpack. So they're going to send us some of the beads like in a package later on. But it was a lot. I mean, we should do. Caitlin should do a video of like how to prepare for Mardi Gras because you need to carry one of those like backpack knapsack stuff that people have for all the stuff. They call them throws for all the stuff that they throw you. I mean, they throw you. It's not just beads. They throw you like stuffed animals. It was funny. I caught a generic Lego set. Like it was really bad, but it was a Phoenix and it was huge. Yeah. So, and it was funny because like my sister-in-law was like, "Oh, you should make a video of that." I'm like, it's not Lego. So,
the Lego Pure sent you. It's trash. I don't want to be associated with it's on my channel.
Yeah. So, but I might put it together. It's weird because they don't give you any instructions. You got to go by the picture. But it's just a flat design. It's interesting and like, yeah, I got to show it to you when they send it to me. It's really weird. So,
I'm in negotiations.
It was definitely a good time.
3 companies for non-Lego sets. I think only one of them is going to pan out. Cheap ass bricks.
Oh man.
Shazam. Good to have you here. OBR would.
What's up?
Thank you.
I have some. I think Martin Boom Bricks gave me a that minifig Voltron. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got 2 different ones. Really cool.
Yeah, they're really neat. So that's probably the only non-Lego I have. Oh, I got some Mega constructs. I mean, but that's different.
Yeah. It's a legit brick from a legit company with legit licenses.
Yeah.
So Lego, Mega, Kobe, although I would put the quality of Kobe as a whole very high generally anyway. And then there's everyone else pretty much.
Oh, that's really cool, Eileen.
Miss Bricks
Mrs.
is
Bricks
sending
is
me
sending
friends.
her some mini dolls.
Nice.
Yeah, my daughter really loves the mini dolls. It's probably the only reason why we buy these sets. Well, I'm kidding. She likes the sets too.
It's absolutely going to be a day when we're all going to have to get used to the mini dolls because Lego will not have any patent on the mini figure anymore. And then, they'll have another 30 years on the mini dolls. So I think it's people are going to hate it. They're going to hate mini dolls. Imagine Star Wars dolls. They're not going to like it.
That'd be funny.
But I've seen customs. Like, I think we'll get used to it, but they're pains.
I mean, as long as they don't look like the Kobe minifigures, those are.
Yeah,
those are pretty bad.
The modern, like Call of Duty Mega minifigures, I think are the best because they're like figures. And there's been some good Chinese minifigures done, with joints and some hip joints and some ball joints for shoulders. But it's really hit or miss, and sometimes the quality goes up and down so much that it's still hard to recommend.
Yeah.
They would just settle on a standard and we could get used to it. But getting them to settle on the standard is the hard part.
I think I'm going to get, I mentioned this on Ingrid's stream, but I think I'm going to get if they do come up with the Sanctum Sanctorum, the new one, I think I'm going to grab that. I'll be my first building.
Oh, nice. I am considering the Bugle. Finally, I'm considering the Daily Bugle.
Oh, okay, cool.
The Spider-Man building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, that's gonna take you like 2 years to build.
At the rate I build to, it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, it's gonna take you maybe 2.
I see some discounts and some people who've been kind of bored with it and even used. I can get it at a decent price, so it's like, yeah, maybe I'll pull the trigger on it. That might not be a bad set to play with.
That's funny.
The figures alone make it worth it.
Man.
I mean, such a great selection of figures.
Yeah, they do. Before it retires. Yeah, I thought about the Daily Bugle when it first came out too, but I was like 70% there. I like it. I mean, I'm a big Spider-Man fan too, but I don't know. I just never really got into buildings. So
That's you get into one building, I'm screwed. I'm gonna have to buy them all.
Yeah, Axel, me too. Like I saw the first one, I liked it, but it's just not to scale, right? It's not like the movie. It's supposed to be huge, and this one that was coming out, or supposedly supposed to come out, it's supposed to be big. So, and it looks cool. It looks kind of gothically looking, So, do you need anything from Brad? We'll be in Paris either Thursday or Friday next week.
Give
me some French fries.
I should have a talk. Well, you know what? Brad's going to be on the Saturday stream, and by then I will think about something I might need. So I'll talk to him. That saved me a lot of money. He's an hour and a half away, so it's a lot of driving for me to get them. So I appreciate that offer, Eileen, and on it.
Yeah, the Ghostbuster headquarters is a pretty cool one. I think I would have got that one. If I was in Lego back then, I think that would have been one I definitely would have bought.
It is a really nice set.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Now,
I mean, out of all the
Lego Plus modulars, have you heard anything about Lego Plus? Subscription service. One of the things they're promised, whatever the fee is, but they're offering us the potential to pick up dead sets, new sets.
Okay.
Now, if that's true, that could be a game changer. I know it's going to piss off a lot of collectors, but I don't care. I'm the first.
Yeah.
I will make sure sets of concern that I intend to sell. I'll sell them before something drops like that. But, I'm all for it. Because if it stops piracy, I'm all for it.
You just said.
It can't be that bad.
I didn't understand anything. Let's ask the let's ask everybody.
I need someone someone needs to transcribe everything I say so we see bottom. And no, it can't be that bad. Let me check one.
Yeah. I don't know. Check your ping. What's your ping right now? So if it's in the upper 60s or 70s, might be you.
Shazam.
This
is gonna be bad. We'll do this. Oh, that's a bad one.
I probably should fill in some words. What he's saying. Next time you do it, I'm just gonna pretend I'm you and just start putting in words.
Okay.
See, Eileen said, "I'm on your side."
No.
Steve said he needs to buy 3 daily bugles, 2 to build on modification, 1 to sell.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It crackled at the end of that one, but I understood all the words.
So okay. You know what? 1, 2.
I hear a little crackling.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I didn't get the end of 4.
Okay. Mic is going to be turned up, but StreamYard's swapped my audio priority on to my cameras and my headset. That was interesting.
Yo, no say.
You on the internet.
Oh, sounded like a DJ there.
I can
remember like that.
I gotta blame.
Yeah, you could blame me because we're connecting from Canada to Florida. That's why.
Florida man.
It's something. Yeah, I didn't understand what you just said, but yeah.
Well, actually,
I'm streaming here now.
I'm gonna cut the stream and I'll continue this later.
Okay.
Because I can't if it's not coming out. It's not coming out, and plus I do want to hear it come back, and I can't do that live.
Yeah.
So, catch everyone later. We're gonna cut it off.
So this is fun to figure out what other missing words are.